Professor Green sent a message of support to the survivors of the Manchester bombing last night as he played his first London gig in 3 years in aid of the Transform Trauma appeal. The rapper performed an intimate gig at the Village Underground in Shoreditch in support of the campaign, which hopes to raise £1 million to fund research into trauma. His gig took place on the same night the Manchester Arena reopened for the first time since the terror attack that claimed 22 lives earlier this year. Pledging his support to the survivors of the attack, which targeted young fans at an Ariana Grande concert, the 33-year-old rapper said, "For those survivors to go back to the place where that terrible atrocity happened shows their strength, it shows the spirit of Manchester and of Great Britain." He added that he felt an affinity with Manchester and the trauma survivors, having survived 2 brushes with death himself. He said, "Transform Trauma is really important and I owe my life to the trauma teams who saved me. I am always grateful and I have used my experiences for inspiration for my music." Professor Green, real name Stephen Manderson, became the face of the appeal after twice surviving trauma. The 33-year-old's life was saved by medics at the Royal London Hospital when he was stabbed in the neck with a broken bottle in an East London club 8 years ago. 4 years to the day later, his leg was crushed between 2 cars outside his London home. At the gig alongside Professor Green were fellow appeal ambassadors including Alton Towers survivor Vicky Balch, who lost her leg in the 2015 Smiler Ride accident, and London Bridge survivor Richard Livett. The Transform Trauma appeal needs to raise £1 million to save the many lives shattered by trauma every day in the UK. Trauma is one of the biggest causes of death and disability in the UK, killing 50 people a day. Yet less than 1% of medical research funding is spent in this area. It claims 17,000 lives each year, and more money is desperately needed to stop people dying needlessly from trauma such as accidents and violent attacks suffered by the rapper. The lives of victims of falls, fires, car crashes, suicide attempts and a host of other traumas will be greatly improved by the much-needed funds.